Yo, welcome back to the Talk and Play Blurcast. I don't know why I keep doing that. Welcome back to the Blurcast, y'all. So I created a new segment just recently, and I'm just gonna go ahead with it. This is, I don't know, whatever title I put on there, that's what the title of it is. But at the time of recording this, I don't really have a title. But I'm basically just going to be covering, the few topics from this past month, which will be August, that, kind of caught my attention or whatever. The shit that Shade Room had y'all going crazy in the comments about all that. So after I play my intro music, then we'll just go ahead and get into that. All right. So, first of all, let me preface this by saying, everything that I say on this podcast are my own thoughts and opinions and views on things. Like, I know I do, reviews and stuff like that, and I cover like topics that can be pretty packed with facts because I'm not afraid to Google things and, do some learning and some research or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not no journalist. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a blurred on the internet, giving my opinions and thoughts on stuff. So, don't take it anywhere past that because, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a journalist. I didn't go to journalism school or get any accreditations or any kind of anything for journalism. I just do my Googles and speak, and that's it. Everything else, opinion based, my perspective, all that. With that being said, let's have fun, bro. I'm gonna start the conversation off with the baby. Yeah, the Rolling Loud shit. We already know what happened, what was said, what took place in response to what happened and what was said. Only thing that I honestly care to talk about at this point, which I really don't even care to talk about this, but it happened. He put out a Whole Lot of Money freestyle, which is a freestyle he did to Bia's Whole Lot of Money beat. He mentioned it in there, and then this verse that we thought was not going to be on Donda, but it turned out to be on Donda anyway. He made some comments on there. Side note, the Donda album review is coming. I'm just not too excited to do it because Donda. I'll leave it at that. Back to the baby. Yeah, so he's rapping about the shit again. He said something like, y'all took food out of my daughter's mouth, or y'all thought that shit was gonna bother me, that y'all took away the money that I used to feed my daughter or whatever. Then he mentioned something about his cars and all his mansions and all that shit, his investments and all that shit. Everything's paid for, everything's straight. So ha ha ha, jokes on y'all. Y'all didn't stop no bags for real. Whatever. Cool. It is what it is. He don't care. I don't care. I guess the only thing that was like really irking me enough to talk about this shit 3 different times on my podcast, well, not 4, was just the people in the comments, bro. I don't like when people stand up for themselves or whatever, and then you see a lot of, oh, this generation's so soft and they're so sensitive and they're so weak and all this other shit, because it's like, nah, nigga. They have platforms and they choosing to express themselves and trying to educate this nigga or tell him that no, we're not trying to take away your freedom of speech. We just want you to understand you said some bullshit and we have a right to respond to you however we choose to. I don't have no issue with that. I feel like it's cool that the festivals and shit told this nigga don't show up, you're not performing, contract null and void. Don't worry about the money. We're going to keep that. You go do your thing over there with your $1 Million Baby Entertainment. You'll be fine. That's what you said. We'll be fine. And we know we will because, oh, look, there's like 3 other people who rap just like you. We could just put them in your place. And that's what they did. So it is what it is. I don't have no issue with that. I just want y'all to stop calling people sensitive and weak and soft just because people are choosing to address this shit just because people are not letting this kind of shit fly. Nobody's infringing on the baby's right to freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is what allowed him to get on that stage and say what he said. Freedom of speech is what allowed him to walk off that stage, not get arrested, go back to his hotel room, make them little videos or go on live or whatever and try to state his case after the Shade Room blew his shit up. Like, freedom of speech did all that. He's fine. He's still putting out music and everything. Still rapping about the shit and everything. His freedom of speech is perfectly intact. And he's allowed to say whatever the fuck he want to say. You just have to understand that just because you're allowed to say what you want to say doesn't mean that if you say what you want to say, it's going to go unopposed. You said some shit. It hit a lot of people the wrong way. You doubled down on it. So they was like, man, fuck this nigga. It is what it is. We did the same thing with Kanye. Kanye said what he said. He doubled down on it. A lot of niggas was like, fuck Kanye. A lot of black people was like, off of this nigga. Just off of the shit that he said about slavery being a choice. Then he turned around. He aligned himself with fucking Donald Trump. A lot of people was off him for that. It just is what it is. Nobody put him in jail. Nobody tried to kill him. Nothing. His freedom of speech, his choice, his rights, none of that shit was stripped away. Neither was the baby's. It's just cause and effect. Because you said this, it affected this over here. It is what it is. If you want to claim that's soft and weak, maybe you should, reevaluate. Like, damn, why do I feel like that? Is it because you agree with the baby's comments? You agree with the homophobic comments? You agree with the AIDS and HIV comments, even though your Google will tell you right now that it does not work like that? You agree with the misogynistic comments about how women's pussy's supposed to smell like water or whatever? Like, I don't know. But he said what he said. It is what it is. I feel like this is exposing a bigger issue with like homophobia and stuff like that. None of y'all are going to agree or want to talk about it. It is what it is. Maybe y'all create a topic about it one day on this podcast and we can have a real discussion where maybe I'll sit with some people who are open-minded and understand the severity of the conversation and not just regurgitating a bunch of bullshit that they read on the internet or a bunch of bullshit that was passed down to them from their equally homophobic parents. And then maybe some change will come. I don't know. I'm not here to fix people's issues. I'm just giving my perspective on the world. But yeah, that's the baby had a busy August. So he's in this little August roundup. Moving on. Next that I got on my list, Sha'Carri and her losing this race. All I really want to say about it is, 'cause I saw a lot of people, they was like, oh, she need to pipe down. She being too bragging a lot for somebody that just lost. She need to humble herself. Man, we got introduced to Sha'Carri talking shit when she was winning or after she won and she was talking shit. Y'all ain't had nothing to say about it. Y'all champion that shit. Y'all was like, oh yes, confident black girl. She got colored hair, long nails, tattoos, a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Look like she smoked a little bit. We find out she did by way of the Olympics. And then that shit happened. My thing with the whole that she need to humble herself or whatever, I don't feel like that's necessary. This is her first race back after a pretty traumatizing last couple of weeks. Like, I know she just got a bunch of endorsements and celebrity shout outs and all kinds of shit. Like, she was getting a lot of praise, but that was because of all of the bullshit that she had just went through. She found out from some random news reporter after a race that her mom passed, which is fucked up because how does a random reporter know about the passing of your mother before you do or before anybody had a chance to tell you? That's fucked up. Same way TMZ be on the scene every time something fucked up happened and they know all the business before the family know. It's fucked up. So she found out from this random reporter that her mom passed. We can assume that led her to hit the blunt a little bit. She knew she had them drug tests coming up, but if it was me, I'd say fuck that shit too, because I just need to, numb myself. I need to chill. I need to relax. I need to slow my brain down so I can process this grief that I'm dealing with. So she hit the blunt, drug test. from the Olympic Committee came back positive, so she had to sit this one out. I'm pretty sure, or not pretty sure, but I just feel like she wasn't training or preparing like she should have been for this race that she just lost. I feel like she entered last minute or whatever and didn't have the proper time to like really prepare for it, because obviously she run faster than that. We seen it. We seen it. We got introduced to her smoking a bunch of girls, like, and setting the sixth fastest time in the world at 100-meter dash or something like that. Like, that's how we got introduced to Sha'Carri, and she was talking shit. So why y'all flipping now, after knowing what this girl done been through the last couple weeks or whatever, just because she lost this one race after coming back from all of that, is wild to me. Give her some grace. Let her, if she gonna fall, if she's gonna fail, let her do it gracefully. Let her lose a couple more races before y'all start talking about, oh, she need to humble herself because she losing. It's just one L out of a bunch of W's that she done won. So just let her chill, man. Let her live and do better. If she come back at the next race and she win, what y'all gonna say? I don't know. That's a question for y'all. What are y'all gonna say when she come back and win? But that's all I want to say about it. Get a girl some grace. Y'all know what she just dealt with, and y'all know that it's pretty soon to be talking about I'm trying to come in first place on a race, a couple weeks off the heels of your mom's passing, and you losing a huge opportunity to represent the country in the World Olympics. Like, give us some grace. Moving on. Something else that took over the black news cycle. This Essence remix, Wizkid featuring Justin Bieber. I too do not like it. I don't like it. I don't. Which is, it's something because I like some of Justin Bieber's music now. Like, I could be real about that. It is what it is. I feel like he's talented. He gotta be, for him to have stuck around for this long and still putting out, chart topping songs. I just don't like him on this remix. And I feel comfortable saying that. I feel comfortable saying some of Justin Bieber music hit with me. This Essence remix is a huge no. I don't know why Wizkid did it. I agree with all the niggas who was like, why he couldn't call somebody black. I agree. Like, the original girl that sung on this song, her name is Tems, Tems. She sound great. I don't understand why they put Justin Bieber's unseasoned, soulless, culturally unsavory voice. I don't know why they put Justin. I do know why they just put Justin on there. Let me take that back. I know exactly why they put Justin Bieber on this song. They wanted to blow it up, and it worked. Everybody on the black side, we talking about it because we don't like it. Everybody on the white side, they getting introduced to Wizkid and Tems. Great. But I don't like Justin Bieber on this song. And it just is what it is. It was a big news story, though, because y'all share the same sentiment. So I threw it in here, but that's my quick little take on it. The crate challenge. This shit is stupid. It's dangerous. People are bleeding. They are going to the hospital. Shit is fucking them up. I don't know where the fuck this challenge came from or where y'all found these fucking milk crates to begin with. But this shit is stupid. Now, on the flip side, right, I enjoy watching it. It is entertaining as fuck to watch you niggas attempt to scale a stack of crates only to fall to your immediate demise and injury. Also, I enjoy black people just having a good time doing whatever the fuck we want to do that bring us joy. So, with that being said, I would not be participating in a crate challenge. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure we got about 13 more hours before the crate challenge is not even a thing anymore because people from other communities have decided to co-op. Yeah, culture vultures have struck, and it is being turned into something we didn't intend for it to be. So I doubt we'll still be talking about the crate challenge by week 2 of September, but that shit was ridiculous. And I do want to add, a lot of you niggas were just doing this shit just to say, oh, I completed it. Man, what? You also fell a couple times. So did your homeboy and your mama and your little sister and everybody else who tried this shit. At least the original video that popularized this shit, where the girl walked across the crates and everybody started giving her $5 because everybody in the community bet her $5 or whatever the number was that she couldn't make it across. She made it and she started collecting her money. I was cool with that. When this shit caught, on the other hand, when the black community picked this shit up and was like, you know what, let's make it go viral, I did not see any money being passed around to anybody that fucking made it. There was a young lady who did it in heels. Ain't none of y'all pay that girl, to my knowledge anyway. There was a brother who did this shit while rolling a blunt. To my knowledge, y'all ain't pay him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was making it and it was no money being given out. I thought that was fucked up, because now y'all just exploiting this shit. Y'all taking people's fall from grace and getting clicks and views from this shit on the internet, when y'all was supposed to be, I bet, X amount of dollars that you cannot complete this crate challenge. If somebody did, y'all supposed to hand over the money. If somebody didn't, stack the crates up. Who want to try this shit next? Y'all wasn't doing that. And that's fucked up to me. But I'm always going to let niggas have their things. I seen a lot of smiles. I seen a lot of celebration. I seen a lot of laughter. I personally was experiencing a lot of laughter. This shit was funny to me. So y'all have at it. But just understand, that shit was dumb as fuck. And to everybody that got hurt, it is what it is. Well wishes to you and your hospital bill. But that shit was wild. And I don't know what made everybody muster up and do it all of a sudden. It's interesting, right? Because had I been presented with the opportunity, I for certainly would have turned it down. But if I had enough crates and I stacked them bitches up at my house by myself with nobody looking, I probably would have gave it a try just to see if I could do it. That's how, like, in tune niggas be with each other. Like, I would have did that shit if it was nobody around videotaping me, you know what I'm saying, going on Instagram Live and Facebook Live, having all they fucking followers laughing at me and shit after I bust my ass. But congratulations once again to niggas for showing the entire world just how influential we are, because crate challenge everywhere. Nah, moving on. Kanye and Drake. Wow. So the Donda album is out right now. I told you earlier I'm gonna do a review. I'm just not excited about it because we'll talk about it on the review. The album is out. Kanye been taunting Drake ever since he did his like first little show in Atlanta or whatever. And Drake has been just laughing this shit off. One thing I thought was interesting, because I'm a blurred, you know what I'm saying? Kanye put Drake in the group chat with Pusha T and all of them, and he threw up a little Joker picture that he stole from Google Images, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is what we doing. Drake took that as a challenge, and he pulled a Joker Batman move and interrupt the ESPN's broadcast for a couple seconds to announce that Certified Lover Boy is coming out on September 3rd. Like I said, blurred, right? So I'm like, oh, this is dope. Because if you know anything about Marvel, DC, or whatever, well, actually just DC. If you know anything about DC and Batman and the Joker and the whole rivalry, right? So on the Joker or whatever, like something happened with him and Batman, and his response was, I'm going to take over this news channel or whatever and push a bunch of propaganda out to the people of Gotham. So since Kanye decided to call Drake the Joker in his group chat or whatever, Drake said, okay, well, let me go over here to ESPN, tell them I need a 10-second spot so I can promote my album. took over that shit during primetime ESPN. We got a little cardboard. Certified Lover Boy dropping September 3rd. It is what it is. The internet went crazy. I'm excited. I like when artists get competitive like this. Kanye is historically known for stuff like this. Not historically, but he did this shit with 50 Cent back in the day. It was much more of a thing because they had a play beef, and 50 Cent was like, oh, your music is not going to be my music. Like, we're still fucking with gangster rap, so my shit is going to go over your skateboard, pink shirt wearing ass music or whatever. And Kanye won. He won in the U.S. His album did more first week than 50 Cent's album. But globally, 50 Cent won the battle. His album did more globally in the first week than Kanye's did. So, stalemate, tie, I guess, whatever. That's neither here nor there. That was in the past. Today, I feel like, with all confidence, Certified Lover Boy is going to be way better than Donda. I've heard Donda a bunch of times now, just trying to prepare for this review I'm going to do on this Blurredcast for y'all. I already know Certified Lover Boy is slapping all that shit. So I'm excited for September 3rd. Shout out to Kanye for finally putting Donda out, but I'm ready for Drake. That's just how I feel about it. Last but not least, the current news topic. Y'all are discussing Summer Walker and two of London on the Track's baby mamas, including him. I don't really have no feelings toward this story. Like, Summer pretty much said it all. Y'all told this girl London on the Track wasn't shit and she shouldn't be with him and X, Y, and Z. According to Summer, she gave the nigga back and she is confused as to why two of his baby mamas still continue to fuck with her about this nigga after she done gave him back already and is now in a relationship with a new dude. I don't get it either. I'm not really invested in the baby mama drama beef stories like this or whatever. All I know is this new Summer Walker album probably gonna be fire. And that it's probably not going to have any production on it from London on the Track, which, it's fine. We know what that album would have sounded like because Over It is the album. Like, London on the Track produced a majority of that project, if not all of it. So hearing Summer with some different producers will be fire. I just thought this story was funny because Summer Walker's live was funny. And, leave Summer alone. London, move on. You know what I'm saying? You got your baby mamas holding you down, I guess. Like, let them do that. Whatever you doing with them, go do that over there. Baby mamas, keep Summer name out your mouth. Summer, don't address this shit no more. You said what you said. You let it be known. You spoke your piece. Really move on like you said you would. We all good. But I don't know. That's it, man. I'm the only topics I really want to discuss on this news roundup. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Tune into the Blurredcast, some other time during the week. Like I said, the Donda review is coming. Still have to do What If episode 3 review. I still have to do the review for the latest episode of Power Book 3 Raising Canaan. And then I have maybe 2 or 3 other ideas that I'm going to turn into podcast episodes and upload as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for rocking. Follow me, Brian Sapp, BrianSapph, wherever you find this content. If there's a comment section there, get in it. I talk back to people who address the things that I say on this Blurredcast. And, I like having conversation and dialogue that's actually going to be somewhat intelligent. I know some of y'all going to come in there bullshit and talking about, blah, blah, blah. Same shit, regurgitating whatever you read on the internet and whatever you was raised on, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. We could talk about it. It is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? If you have something intelligent to add to the conversation or you just want to talk to me about my thoughts and opinions and views, that's my social media handle, Brian Sapp. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, That's it.